Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right,
Thank you.
Check box.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Back to Jackson. Hits the front of the rim and out. To the wing on the left. Baseline try. The shot that time, not on target. We're about 1 minute into the first. Clock at 6. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Takes the 13-footer. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. From 17 feet out, the offensive rebound. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Can't connect from short range.
Credit the defense wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. But he made him attempt to delay it.
He's taken 2 and missed 2.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Yep, it counts.
And where's the help? Obviously, amid rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
You have to be able to trust each other in a defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
His shot is good, making a perfect 2 from the floor. And here in the first, about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Stolen.
He needs to stay back. No one in his face, but buried it anyway.
Here's Gibbs. Started by Jackson. The pass to Gibbs. With the shot. And that was good. 2. He's got 5. Gone 3 of 7 for the field. So got 1 more away. Inside. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. And he can get the first one. And he's good on the second. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shoots from 14. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Mike Malone.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, we talked about his team's game plan coming into the matchup. I addressed the shot blocking and the demoralizing effect that team has. And he said that could be a factor psychologically as well as physically. The key for us is to play unselfishly, draw the help, and kick the ball to the open man. If we execute our offense well, we'll be fine. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, the challenge of facing this tough defensive squad is right at the front of their minds.
As it should be, because if they're not prepared for every look and matchup that D is going to throw at them, it'll be a long day.
I think he has them prepared, and now it's just a question of whether they can match the energy and intensity that this team always brings onto the floor.
The first one falls. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships, where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off a Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
8 feet away, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Now, here is Hill. Six on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key, and the shot goes in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Down low. The layup off target.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
And a miss there on the triple. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And the basket by Gibbs. Gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang. This doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Starting.
teams deciding to change it up. To the middle. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Goodwin with it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Kicks it to Jones. Outside Hill. Just 5 on the clock. A 3. Good on the triple. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's in there. Gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
That's a good one. For 3. There is the long-range jumper. No short jumper here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
It's back to Hill. Shooting foul. Free throw.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
This is not an area they expect him to keep it. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
So it makes no from the line.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
29 seconds left in the opening quarter. No good there. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. This is the baby hook. On the run. They're up by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
Being at a decent 44% clip here. Outside, Jones.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Being an efficient 53% from the field. And that one, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. From 12 feet out. No good that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Takes the 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Left side, Jones. Down low. Misses the fallback J.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the right side. To the inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block. Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Guarded by Jackson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 9.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Fires from deep. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jones looking for an opening. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Goodwin. Sinks the 3-pointer.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Jones has it in the corner. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now here's Goodwin. Shot from 12. That one misses.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Here's Jones. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Off with the layup.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Again, the miss by Jones. Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Took him no time at all on that one. 11 points in the game.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And checking out the stats for Jackson. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. From outside, off the mark. And 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup.
The tenacity on the interior. Just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Gibbs. 14 feet away. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
To the paint, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Defended by Jones. Here's Gibbs. 7 points in the game. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
There's Jackson with the 3. They get it back. Inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Gibbs. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. 9 points in the game so far.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light them up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
To the inside. Back to Jones. Puts it up from 15. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Here's Gibbs. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Jackson misses. Gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Rebounded by Jackson.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
And yes, it's good.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
.146 left here in the second. And it falls over the rim and in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Jones. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. 1:22 left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Hill pulls it in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
Well, especially when the game is this close, you recognize with your instincts the opportunity to help your team out. Just never flinch.
Over to the wing. That three off the mark. Gone 1 of 6 and 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Goes back up. And it's good on the way. 15 points in the game.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Lets it go from 14. And the jumper is good.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel, taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, some perspective, please.
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted. Ran outstanding. They keep it up in the second half. They may wear the other side out.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter. Get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And around 41% on the night. And the shot is good.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Shot from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here's Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Shot, high post. That shot off. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Gibbs. No good, shot missing. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Jackson. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Good on the three-point shot. 7 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And there's the pass to Gibbs. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the middle. It's picked off. And they're on the break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. He doesn't get the second one.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Jackson misses. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. That one drops for him.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
Out to the wing. From 15 feet away, and there it is for him. 7 points in the game.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
To the wing right side. Second chance effort, and he connects with the jumper.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
To the inside. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Now Goodwin. Can't connect them 13 feet out.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
That bucket in no time at all. Here's Goodwin. Trailing by 4. Can't connect them 13 feet out. Gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. He's guarded by Hill. And that time, also a missed shot. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. A 3 ball connects from 3-point range.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And a timeout called by Dave Yeager.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Defended by Jones. Can't hit from the elbow.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And no good that time. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He's guarded by Hill, and there's the whistle, 3-second violation. On Wednesday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. On the wing, Jones. The shot that time, not on target. Hitting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
In for his 7th make in 14 tries. Hitting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Launches a 3, bangs home the trifecta. 9 points in the game so far. 1:36 left to play in the third. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 1:14 left in the third. Nice open look, but it's no good. Pushing it up. Fires from 18, and the jumper falls for him. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots a fader. Fails to fall. This number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Outside Hill. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Two on the clock. And no good. And so it's the home team holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Goes back up. Five on the clock. Second chance shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Hill pulls it in.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. From outside the arc. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Right, you're down by double digits. You have to play with maximum intensity just to have a chance to come back. Not seeing it here.
Pass to Gibbs. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here is Hill, and the layup's good off the glass.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Passes it to Gibbs. Off target from three-point range.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shot from the wing. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field. To the paint. Here's Hill. And a missed layup.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it. Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
To the paint. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target.
Not a shot the coaches are going to draw up often for him, and he makes it with the defense closing in.
It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jackson, he's checked in for Hill. Pass to Gibbs. From 12 feet out. And the shot falls short this time. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Left side Jackson. Got a piece of it. One-on-one here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And 44% in the fourth, the offense with some ups and downs. There's the triple. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
To the left wing, to the middle, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Jackson. A floater. That one, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
The first free throw is good. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Buries it down low.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Basket good.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Doesn't go that time. Gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Tries a 3. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you just can't draw that up any better. It's a pivotal moment in the game, and they go with the size mismatch for the lay-in.
To the middle. Stolen away. To the paint. Intercepted. It's 2-on-1. Looking to end his cold spell. Great positioning on the putback. And the home team has possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. No good from 18.
just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
They get the rebound. On the clock. Here's Gibbs. He nails it, and we're tied up. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Misses in close. And 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. To take the lead, they shoot again. Rebounded by Jackson.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
You really relish these moments, and he loves those pressure situations.
And a timeout called by Dave Yeager. Here's Gibbs, guarded by Jackson. Here's Gibbs. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Here's Gibbs. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Jackson. Fires from the wing. Offensive rebound. And he commits the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And a timeout called by Dave Yeager. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.